secrets of different bills. Hey, don't condemn me, you need it, I got it listed, yeah. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it, yeah. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface, still they try to drag my name in dirt, they try to bring me down. See me winning, you ain't like me.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? It's your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, all right? Now, let's just get straight into this video, man, because there's a lot of details I need to get out of the way, but this is what y'all wanted, right? Y'all been asking me in the comment sections like, yo, Unc, man, you know, let's talk about these guards, and I think this is gonna be very important information, so I'm gonna tell you right now, listen, make sure you watch the whole video, because if you don't and you skip around, you're gonna go in the comment section and I'm gonna cook you. Better yet, all my nephews and nieces, anybody in the comment section ask some crazy questions or make crazy statements because and you know they ain't watched the whole video, go ahead and cook them in the comment section, man, all right? But let's just go ahead and get straight to it. So the big thing, again, I'm preaching every video, do not bring NBA 2K22 mindset in the NBA 2K23, okay? We talked about the simple fact is that they're two separate games. They're not the same. The play, everything about it is different. So I seen people in the comment section on the previous videos and they keep on bringing that same 22 mindset. Oh man, you know, this build is not gonna be tall enough, it's gonna get, how do you know, right? You don't know, right? So understand this, do not bring 22 mindset into 23, right? There's a lot of authenticity in this, a lot of realism into this game, okay? So we're gonna take two guard builds. I'm gonna make two guard builds. I'm gonna make that slashing type, Ja Morant type build for you, and then I'm gonna make that Steph Curry type. These builds are gonna be a lot different, and it's gonna be a really, really big shift than 22 into 23, so let's hop right into it. All right, we're gonna go point guard with this. Doesn't matter if you're right or left-handed, of course. And the way we're gonna do this is this, all right? We're gonna go 6'3". Now, this is the slashing Ja Morant build, by the way. We're gonna go 6'3" with this. We'll stay 6'3", all right? And then we're gonna go ahead and go up to 200 pounds, okay? And then we're gonna get our wingspan to 6'8". Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I just want to have that 60 strength threshold, right? For obvious reasons, right? You want to make sure we can still get bully on this slashing build, right? So you can see what we're trying to do here. You want to still have the strength because, again, bully is associated with the strength, right? And if you don't have the strength and you can't get bully, how much of a slasher are you really going to be as a slashing type guard? So, like, you know, in 2K20, we had that BP build, the Hall of Fame finishing, Hall of Fame shooting. This is kind of that feel that you want to get out of this build. Be able to finish at the rack and still be able to shoot at a very high rate. This build is actually, to me, I think is going to be the most popular build in 23 because a lot of people want to take advantage of slashing, okay? So just pay attention. Body type, obviously that doesn't matter, okay? So now let's get into the nitty gritty. So there's a couple things here that we need to make sure we get out of the way. All right, driving layup to be able to get all the animations that you want. When I say all the animations, you gotta go 90, okay? So 90 driving layup will give you everything you want. Remember, there's tons and tons and tons of new layup packages. Devin Booker, Michael Jordan has been reworked. Long athletic athlete still is OP. And there's tons of other individuals that are gonna be really, really good. We're gonna go 92 here. 92 is just gonna unlock all the elite contact dunks and that type of deal. Obviously, with a build like this, we cannot just push out there to get Hall of Fame posterizer because you got to be able to have the wingspan enough to be able to get the shooting badges that you want, okay? So these 22 is going to be good enough here, right? So when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, remember, there's a lot of badges here that you want to make sure you get, and one of them is Aerial Wizard, right? So Aerial Wizard is going to be pretty dope because it's going to help you make contact, not only get putback dunks, but also alley-oops, right? So you want to make sure you have the Aerial Wizard. So again, that's going to be very important. That's a new badge, so that's the reason why we're going there, okay? On the shooting side, we'll go 79 on the mid-range. Again, I don't really put that much emphasis on mid-range. And I want to go ahead and say this again. When I make these builds, I don't cookie cutter nobody. So what I'm telling you is what the information I know and I have, I give it to you, you digest it, you break it down yourself, and then you make whatever you make. The thing that I really want to try to do here is make sure that a lot of you are going to get a certain amount of money from mom and dad. When you make this build when the game comes out and you make that one build, I want you to recollect what I'm telling you now, and then you do whatever you want, but I don't want, remember, once you make a build and you go out to the park, you paid 80, you pay your $100, you know, you're 85 overall and you play like 10 or 12 park games and you realize that build is trash, guess what? You can't go back to mom and dad and get more money. Now you stuck, all right? So just listen to what I'm saying. I'm not telling you this is how you need to make it. I'm just giving you information so you can use to make the build the proper way, okay? A 3-point shot, we're going 89. Now, the big ones here for 3-point shot is, again, Agent 3 is going to be OP. And hands down, man down is OP. So if for defense is going to be really different, right? So again, like, you know, defense is going to be really OP, but again, that like the automatic hands up is no longer in the game. So like hands down, man down is going to be really important, because if you're able to get to a point where the dude's right in front of you and his hands ain't up, guess what? It's going in. So remember when you had the mismatch expert, right? As a shooting badge, and you know, like, I feel like the hands down, man's down is kind of like that aspect. No, you don't need to have a mismatch, but again, it's almost like hands down, man's down is like, I guess you can say, I want to say blinders. It's a combination of blinders and the badge. What's that badge called when it's right there in front of your face, man? I'm tripping. I'm drawing a blank right now. Dead eye, all right? So just understand that, like, hands down, man's down, and Agent 3. In Agent 3, what that is Circus 3s and Chef put together, okay? So understand that Agent 3 is Circus 3s and Chef put together. So you can see how, like, you want to make sure you can at least get that on gold. That's why 89 is good enough for me, because remember, this build is a slasher also, so you can't have the best of both worlds, right? So you want to be able to have that. So just to kind of recap real quick, hands down, man down is a really good badge. You want to make sure you have at least on gold as a guard. And you also want to make sure you can get Agent 3 at least on gold as a guard. And then we go to playmaking. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to go ahead and go 83 in the free throw, because a lot of people in the comment section was like, yo, what about free throws? I play nothing but rec, blah, blah, blah. Of course, again, I'm not cookie cutting you. You can change stuff around to make sure you get your free throw. But this one here, I'll put free throws in for you, okay? 70 pass accuracy, all right? This build is an ISO build. Could you go higher in your pass accuracy? Yes. 70 to me is like that bottom threshold of this build. Do I recommend going all the way up? No, because pass playmaking is so much, it takes so much of your points. I wouldn't recommend going that high with a BP type build, but again, it's your call, okay? If that's what you want to do, you want to do. All right. Ball handle, 90. Now, we do know 92 is the threshold for all those elites. Again, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. I wanted to make sure I can get the contact dunks, all the elite contact dunks. You don't need to have all those 92 special dribbling packages, that type of deal. 85 and above is still gonna give you those tier dribbles that you want anyway, all right? So again, if you were cool with the dribble packages you had now, then when 23 comes out, you're still gonna have those. Now you do have a higher tier of 92, but again, the dribble 85 dribble moves are still gonna be OP and good enough because of the badges that you have, okay? Then we wanna go speed with ball. We wanna go 88. Now, we all know that there's a new badge, when it's not even a new badge, I just spoke about it, which is Mismatch Expert. Now, Mismatch Expert, we spoke about that in my previous video, is very OP, man, because, and I know I'm saying OP on certain things because, yes, these badges are really, really good. Mismatch Expert is dope. Now, even though I see this build can ISO, if you do get the mismatch, you will stun and you will break and you go to the basket. So I still recommend getting Mismatch Expert. So you want to make sure you can at least get that on gold, right? So just to recap, make sure you can get Mismatch Expert on gold, make sure you get hands down, man down on gold, and Agent 3. Now, we do have Limitless Range, and Limitless Range is back. It's the old Limitless Range badge, meaning, like, you know, you shoot from Limitless, you get it. Yes, that's another badge you want to get also, at least on gold. I'm not shooting to try to get Hall of Fame badges on a slashing build, all right, shooting badges, right? We'll leave that for the play shot, but this is what I'm rocking with here. Now, this is another big shift. You got to get defense. Get that defense to where you can at least get gold clamps, so that's why you want to go 85, and then make sure you go 86 on your steal to get gold, pickpocket, and pick dodger, and whatever. So you only have 17 here, but you want to make sure you get this. All that stuff from last year of not having no perimeter defense and thinking that you're going to be able to guard somebody is not going to happen. You're going to get blown by. You're going to get broken. It's just very, very demoralizing and a hopeless type feeling when you're on a player that has no defense and you're on the island or you're in a pick and roll situation. It's guaranteed buckets, okay? And it should be like that, right? I think we all can agree. A lot of people in 22 had absolutely no defense. perimeter defense at all, but they were still able to stay in front of a really high premier guard, right? That had like these shooting and playmaking attributes. That's fake. That shouldn't have happened. So now this year is not happening. So there should be absolutely no reason you make a build that does not at least give you the 85 perimeter defense and also your 85 lateral quickness. Because remember, lateral quickness is in that together. And an 86 steal to get the gold pickpocket. Or I'm sorry, not pickpocket, it's called gold glove now. So it's glove, okay? So keep that in mind. It's not pickpocket, it's called glove. 85 speed. Remember, speed here is just all about holding R2, run up and down the court. You don't need to worry about that. And then, of course, you want to get your acceleration up to 87. Again, get your strength to 60. That's that threshold for 60 for bully. Then you want to go 80 on your vert. And, of course, that leftover remaining for your 90 stamina. All right, so that's what we're going to be looking at. 22, 27, 27, 17. Again, this is not going to be a true lineup of what you'll see for a 23 builder, because even though 23 builder is going to be a lot similar what you're looking at visually, the attributes and stuff is going to shift. But that 60 strength for that bully badge is something you want to keep in mind. And again, like I said, we talked about the playmaking with mismatch expert, the shooting badges that you want to keep in mind. So again, they're all going to be really, really good here. And also I want to talk about real quick here is clamp breaker. So, you know, clamp breaker is also another badge you got to get, right? So you want to make sure you have that. That helps you with, you know, the one-on-one body ups and that type stuff, especially when another lockdown has clamps themselves, okay? What we want to go here and do is I went with the finishing and the limitless. Again, I'm not cookie cutting you. You can do this any way you want, but this is what I'm going to rock with. I always like going with the finishing moves or the easy blow-bys. Doesn't really matter. But why get easy blow-bys when you have the bully badge? So I'm going to go with the finishing moves and the limitless range shooting, okay? This build comes out to be called a two-way three-point shot creator. It won't come out like that on 23, though. It'll be something else, but this would be what you'll be looking at as a build. This is a really, really good, powerful build here, okay? So again, you're welcome. Now let's go ahead and talk about the play shots with area. A lot of people made 22, but these play shots are gonna be a lot different. So let's head over there and look at that right now. All right, so now let's look at this. Now you just went over the John Morant type build. Now let's look at that Steph Curry play shot, Trae Young type of build that you want to be able to look at also, okay? So again, point guard. The big thing here is this. Now we're not worrying about the bully badge. We're not worrying about being a slasher blowing by. So we're going to go 5'11" with this build. So we are going to go short. I said this over and over again. Play shots, there is still a place in this game for it. So now you're about to see what I'm talking about. Weight, you want to get that down to 158 pounds. So let's go 158. And then we want to get our wingspan and drop it down to 6'6", right? Big thing here is you want to make sure you can still get your perimeter defense to an 85 to get that gold. Clamps, so you want to make sure you have that. Body type doesn't even matter here. You want to make sure you get that 93 ball because that gives you the tiers for all the Hall of Fame badges. So you want to be able to do that. Obviously, the ball handle is going to be at least a 94, so you can get all the elite dribble packages higher than 92. So now you get the gist of things of where this build can hit on all tiers, all right? But here we're going to do this. Close shot, we're going to a 62. You have no choice because it's still going to be connected to your mid-range, so it's going to move up anyway, all right? Driving layup, get it to an 80, right? You got it now, like I said, you got to have the layups. If you don't have the layups, you get some really crappy animations. You're not able to select anything. So if you're happy with getting the default layup, then you might want to go up to get the long athletic athlete layup package or some of that nature. Like I said, I love Devin Booker. Devin Booker's a good layup package too. So you want to look at that. And again, a lot of the layups you need to go check yourselves because a lot of the animations of those layups have been changed. So again, I don't want to just force a layup package on you. But again, as the progression of the game goes, you're going to realize some of these layup packages are really dope and the community is going to really adjust and stick to one. And you do not want to make a build that cannot at least get all the layup packages. Okay, so you want to make sure you do that. All right. Driving dunk, still, you want to go to the 84 to be able to give you the quick drops, right? You want to have those quick drops off one. Guess what? You can no longer just have a 70. You got to max that thing a lot higher up. Now, if you got to go all the way up to 80 anyway, why not just go to 84 so we can get pro contact dunks? Come on, think about it. It just makes sense. So you might as well get it anyway, all right? So now you can do that, all right? Now here, obviously, you want to max out your mid-range and your three-point shot. That's going to give you, in this instance, it's called Circus Threes, but it will be called, obviously, like I said before, Agent 3. Agent 3 will be Hall of Fame. Hand down, man down will be Hall of Fame, and limitless range will be Hall of Fame. So you want to make sure you get those. Like I said, those are the most important ones for the guard build. So you want to make sure you get that, all right? And again, out of respect to my Rec and Pro-Am players, go ahead and get that up to a 92. So boom, you're happy. Get your pass accuracy up to an 86. Again, even though bullet passer is taken away, this type of build is going to be a lot in the pick and roll for obvious reasons. You're not going to be able to get by these bigger locks. So you're definitely going to have to do pick and roll in this with this build. But the pass accuracy is going to be very important with a build like this, because you're going to have a lot of people in the vicinity of you, very close to you, and you do not want to have these bad pass animations that you have with a lower pass accuracy, okay? Again, ball handle, get that to 92 to unlock all those new elite signature packages. And then again, go ahead and get that 96 speed, okay? So again, here what you're gonna have is, you're gonna make sure you wanna get the Mismatch Expert badge on Hall of Fame with this one. You wanna have this one on Hall of Fame, okay? With the other build, the John Morant slashing build, you can get that on gold. And then of course, you still wanna make sure you get Clamp Breaker. You wanna make sure you have that. And also, like I wanna speak on again, was Killer Combos. You wanna make sure you get that on Hall of Fame. So Killer Combos is basically going to be a combination of quick chain and tight handles together, okay? So, you want to have that. And I also want to go a step further and say ankle breakers are actually relevant again in 23. In 22, they weren't. So just imagine Killer Combos and ankle breaker and Mismatch Expert all together. You can see how it's still going to balance out. Is lockdowns OP? Yes, but these badges, ankle breaker, again, I'll say it, ankle breaker, Killer Combos, Mismatch Expert, that trio, all these smaller play shot guards are going to want to have, all right? You want to have that because you're still going to be very, 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 very nasty with those type of badges, okay? And then again, like I already spoke on, get that 85 perimeter defense, which is also attached to your lateral quickness. You want to make sure you get those gold clamps. And then you also want to get that 86 still to make sure you can go ahead again, get this, be able to get those steals. That's very, very, very important with the glove. And also, even though you're shorter, and again, I should have spoke on this earlier, Challenger is a really good badge on defense. Now, we talked about that on my lockdown video. So again, all these videos you're watching, you make sure you go back and watch these, but a lot of information can be redundant. But again, some of this is going to be new, which of course you get now with the new information about what's on playmaking. But Challenger is also a good badge, but at 5'11", is it going to be worth it? No. But if you're going against another 5'11" person, Challenger is going to be really good. So Challenger is something that you want to take in consideration also. And then last but not least, we're going to go ahead and go to our speed, get that just to an 86. Again, this speed right here is just in transition on defense and run up and down the court. The 96 speed with ball is what you really want, okay? We want to go ahead and get that 96 acceleration. We're not worrying about strength. You're not going to worry our vert. You want to get that to a 67, right? And then again, you want to go ahead and get your stamina to a 90. Now, this is what I want to say. We spoke about getting the 84 driving dunk, right? The pro contact dunks, right? But we all know that to get the pro contact dunks, you need to at least have, I think it's, see, I'm not really sure, I'm not thinking off the top of my head. I think it's like a 70, something like that, whatever. So you know what you want. If you want to get the pro contact dunks, just go ahead and make sure your vert is up high enough to do that, okay? Some people are not going to worry about it because they're not, well, I'm not doing that. But to me, I feel like if you might as well go ahead and get the pro contact dunks and make sure you unlock those packages. I don't know what it is. I'm thinking all you need is a 60 for pro, or maybe it's 70. So maybe we have to get this up by 3. But I know for the elites, it's 80. So I'm thinking I'm trying to go off the top of my head, but it's either that, all right? Then here, of course, ankle breaking shots. That's going to be crazy again. Of course, you know, the pull-up precision is going to be really crazy. So again, I know some people might, because you already can get so many different ankle animations, maybe the pull-up precision would be good doing the fades. A lot of people been asking me, are fades going to be relevant again? Fades are still going to go in, man. So, and it won't go in as much. It's not going to be as crazy, but Agent 3, you can blame Agent 3 for that. You can also blame a lot of other badges, but Agent 3 is going to be the one that you're going to be finding out really quick that it's still going to be making a lot of fades that go in, all right? So unfortunately, that's still going to be the case. Is it going to be as high as a rate like it was like in the 2K League and also in the stage and stuff where people are fading all crazy? Heck no. It's not going to be the go-to move like that, and people shoot it comfortably thinking it's going to go in. Remember, shooting's a lot harder, so just keep it. I guess you can just take it how you want to take it, all right? And then limitless. But again, like I said, you can go whatever. These are the options you have. You have contact dunks. You got this shot creator. You have the shooting, and you have playmaking. So it's really your preference, okay? And again, the badges are still the same as takeover badges still be the same for next gen. And current gen, of course, you know, you got a different setup, right? And this one right here comes out as a playmaking shot creator. So there you have it, my nephews and nieces. You got both guard builds, man. Hopefully enjoy the video. Again, I gave you 2 builds this time. A lot of information, and I'm gonna keep on dropping y'all these gems, man. So again, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon with the banger. You know, when I say back soon with the banger, you know exactly what day I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.